The Los Angeles Lakers been a complete mess over the last couple weeks. Magic steps down. The coaching search is unfolding. Luke Walton moves on. There was a report came out that I think should be really concerning if you're a Lakers fan, of which there are many. Magic Johnson was on the record, said he's still helping the Lakers. TMZ had the report. He said, almost like I never left. What are we doing? If he is, there's a problem on Jeannie Buss's standpoint. Like, why are you still listening? This makes zero sense to me. And for me, it says that this is a really dysfunctional franchise right now.
Yeah, I think that there aren't clear lines there. I think that, and this is speculation, but I think that Jeannie is running this more like a family and less like a business, it feels like. And Magic is a part of that family, as is Kobe and all the great Lakers. But when it's time to run the business, they have to be outside. They're not a part of that communication line. And I feel like there's a problem there separating the family from the business to some degree. Magic has to be smart enough, too, in my opinion, to just not say anything
at least
that would
for a
paint
while.
them in that light.
How about at least for a while?
When the microphone comes in your face, just don't say anything about the Lakers and what capacity you're still involved with the Lakers and making decisions, because it all reflects poorly on the Lakers. And quite frankly, it reflects on why you probably weren't great at doing the job in the first place. You don't know what to say and when it needs to be said. And I would challenge the notion that it's all good with him, LeBron, Maverick Carter, and Rich Paul. I know them. If you didn't give them any heads up and you quit without telling anybody, and this blindsided them, you are not as cool with them as you think you are.
I would say you're dead to them.
Right. Real talk.
Borderline there. I just don't. I mean, talk about somebody who doesn't have a really good self-awareness. That's what it feels like with Magic. Is he aware of what
I think that
about him? Or granted, he probably lives in a bubble where everywhere he goes, everybody loves Magic.
Everybody loves Magic. Magic loves Magic. And sometimes, and I don't mean this in a rude way, I mean, you do lose self-awareness. You just, of course, it's your world.
Yeah, exactly. And he has a pretty nice world. It'd be great. I'd love to live in his world. I do think, how do you handle this if you're Jeannie Buss? Because he's on the record saying, I love Jeannie. I've been talking to her almost every day. I'm trying to help. Listen, I may not be there physically, but I'm still there. If you're her, do you try to cut this back? Or is he Magic and he's been, they have this sister-brother relationship where they love each other and they say how much affection they have for each other.
How old is Jeannie Buss? Does anybody know? I'm trying to figure out the relationship there. Was she raised on Magic?
I think so, yeah.
Magic older than her?
Yeah, no, she's 67. 57. Sorry, I was going to say she looks really good.
She was older than Magic, so it's not like she was raised and revered Magic as a schoolgirl when they were winning championships.
Hold on, I think she was, because he's probably what? Let me see how old he is to get this right as we look at this up online. Magic is 59, so they were contemporaries. Yeah. So while she's really young, when she's just graduating college, probably just starting to work with the Lakers, following her dad's steps. Yeah.
It's a tough one. I would, and I don't have the answer. I mean, I don't own a franchise. It's her business. But I would have a private conversation with Magic if we were really close. And I'd say, you have to understand how this doesn't look good for me and how this doesn't help the Lakers and the brand that is the Lakers. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to come out in the media and I'm going to put some space between us. And I need you to support that and echo that in whatever you're saying. We can still have this undercurrent of communication. We can still be besties, but this doesn't have to be public record. I need there to be a clean break between Magic, Kobe, LA Lakers family, and LA Lakers daily business. Right. And I need to have that be the front that's put up nationally. So I'm going to have this press conference.
Yep.
When they come see you next time, I need you to echo what I say in this press conference. And I would say, I love Magic. Our history and
he's always going to be a
Lakers
Laker.
Will always be part of our family. And always have a home, at wherever we're playing, the Staples Center, so on and so forth. But as it pertains to day-to-day business, Rob Pelinka, whoever else is in the building, they are the ones running the ship. Just make sure everyone knows that.
That's what I was going to say is totally unfair to. How are you receiving this if you're Rob Pelinka? You're like, come on.
It's a poop show.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just got this problem out of the way, and now he's still involved. It makes zero sense. Sort of a simple, because Magic is always going to be a Laker, one of the greatest Lakers of all time. You're always going to want him to be a part of the organization, come back, celebrations.
And there's value in when he pitches to someone on their recruiting trip and so on and so forth. There's value there.
It's just too soon for him to be speaking his mind like this.
Agreed.
Bobby Bowden was a legend at Florida State. Well, he built the program, right? When he retired, whatever you want to call it, the end of his tenure came to a close when Jimbo Fisher took over. He said, you know what? I'm going to step away. I'm going to give Jimbo his space. And he did. Went away, didn't go to any games, didn't do any media, was like, I'm going to give him his space. That's what Magic needs to do.
Yes.
And then you know what happened after time? Bobby came back, received an open arms.
Ambassador.
Helped the program. Yeah, he's helped with the booster program, all of that. There's a way to do this, and Magic just doesn't get it right now. He's got to just give it an arms, like, give some time. It'll be okay, and figure it out.
I agree. I agree 100%.